AskReddit. If a conjoined twin commits a murder who goes to trial, and if one of them is innocent, how do you punish the other? Hi guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to get you updated with our new uploaded videos. Thanks and enjoy watching. In the 1600s, a man by the name of Lazarus Colleredo killed a man but had his death sentence commuted because it would have also killed his parasitic twin. That would be a constitutional nightmare for any judge. That would give any lawyer a boner. The easier route would be to find both guilty or find both innocent, because any other choice is just too much headache. This reminds me of my old joke scheme of hiring conjoined twins to be the fall person for all the insider trading and general legal, financial, and corporate malfeasance at your billion-dollar company. However, you make sure it's documented that one of the twins was always wearing a blindfold and listening to an iPod, etc., so they were never a party to the confidential business of the other twin, and so couldn't be punished for the crimes. I'd hazard to guess that the other twin could be accused of being an accessory at the very least. Are you a fan of American Horror Story? The Freak Show season has a scenario kind of like this. I don't think it ever actually gets resolved, though. I think this would be a really challenging case. I think the important thing to consider would be if the twin who committed the murder was a danger to society. If so, I think it would be important to keep them both imprisoned in a way that protects society but doesn't unnecessarily punish the innocent twin. Something like house arrest, or detention at some sort of high-security residential facility that still provided access to the internet, family visits, etc. Trial by combat. There was actually a scenario like this. This guy had a conjoined twin who was paralyzed. It was way back in the day, so they couldn't tell if they were actually alive. Now, the twin who wasn't paralyzed was very poor and had to steal to eat. He was taken to court when found and was about to send him to jail until he brought up that his conjoined twin will suffer for something he didn't do. They let him off the hook and gave him a job. I might have some of my facts mixed up since I heard the story a few years ago, but that's the gist of what happened. Everyone is overthinking this. There is a super easy answer. Whichever twin gets found guilty has to wear the beak cage from the Wicker Man for a year, put the sack over the guilty head and leave it there. You don't punish the other. We live in a society that would rather let a guilty man go free than punish an innocent one. Any judge would feel very conflicted but would eventually choose to declare the murderer guilty but not impose a sentence that affects both men. There are quite a few documented cases of this happening in the case of twins, not conjoined, and in most, where they're unable to find which is guilty, they pronounced both innocent because it is more an unjust fate for an innocent person to be imprisoned than for a guilty person to be free. I'm curious about what would happen if this actually was an issue currently. Can you imagine how much people would fight over this? Judges would no idea it would have to go higher up. Conjoined twins need to try this, for the science of course, make the other eat Brussels sprouts. In recent years, there have been related reports appearing in the news media about conjoined twins. Conjoined twins have been the theme of medical study, scientific exhibition, human inquisitiveness, and sometimes showbiz. This paper will try to examine the case of conjoined twins from a legal point of view. This is a hot topic with the common medical cases reported lately on conjoined twins. This paper will focus on some well-known cases related to conjoined twins, and how courts consider them, i.e. one individual or two. In doing so, the paper will highlight the different arguments set by the courts in an attempt to answer the main question of this paper. Amputate his arm. Let the other twin keep his. Obviously in this scenario separation is impossible, the innocent twin is found not guilty of association, etc. Then I think it would probably be some form of protecting the public while also not punishing the innocent twin. I'd imagine some form of house arrest with some sort of guard, warden, caretaker, which would monitor the guilty twin, maybe restricting their access in ways normal prisoners are restricted, i.e. phone and internet use, while also making sure the other twin still has freedoms. Which now makes me wonder how parents punish conjoined twins. Obviously I know conjoined twins are rare and conjoined twins who can't be separated are even rarer. What if one twin is horribly mouthy? Well, in the famous case of Hiram McDaniels, the solution was to put the innocent head outside the cell window, so it could be free while the rest of the body was in jail. In Russian law, you can't be jailed for a crime the other committed, but I am unsure how they solved the part where the other had committed a crime. Might need to fact check me here because I'm pretty sure I saw this from the last time this question was asked, but I ain't sure. Put the guilty one's head in a birdcage for years. Lifelong surveillance. Straight up witness protection detail. As someone else pointed out, no future employer or people, in general, can safely assume that the good twin can stop the evil twin, since a crime was already committed once. However, you can't unfairly treat a twin as a prisoner knowing they are innocent. I believe that right supersedes the enforcement of any criminal law. However, you can't have the evil, guilty twin completely free because they are already found guilty and are a danger to others and their rights. So you give up the easiest of rights to give up: privacy. Complete surveillance of the twins. This shouldn't cost more than keeping basically two people in prison. Could be wrong, but the other twin watched and did nothing about the murder, so he's guilty too. I am not sure. However, If they are conjoined in a fairly easy way to separate, then the innocent twin may choose to be separated. Like, if they share liver, that's pretty easy, and artificial stomachs are a thing, and you can love with only one lung and kidney. For most scenarios, surgery is possible, pretty much unless they share a heart or brain, or a severe condition I do not know about. Surgery is possible with modern medicine. So, the innocent twin may choose to be separated. As a medical professional, I have friends who went to law school. Apparently, this is a very popular theoretical case study to debate in class. When I asked about it, I was told that there actually was a case with a minor crime committed, and in that case, the offending twin was given court-ordered counseling. The judge figured that having the other twin sit there quietly during the sessions was not a harsh punishment to levy, and the guilty twin could still be led toward reform. Again, I have no first-hand knowledge of this. This is only as it has been explained to me. How do you prove which twin did it? Wouldn't they share the same DNA? Cause in that case they can't convict because of reasonable doubt. There is a case of identical twins with one a murderer, but he was let off because they couldn't prove which one did it. There was a case I heard about where there was a murder, and they had DNA of the killer. Problem was, the DNA matched two identical twins. Neither had an alibi. They were certainly one was guilty, but they couldn't tell which, so they didn't prosecute either. To enjoy more of our curated content log, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell down below. Please also like our videos, and your comments will be much appreciated. Thanks.